So I am Srikanth, one of the directors of Lean On Us Business Excellence Private Limited. We are based out of Bangalore. So we provide consultancy service for manufacturing sector. And in this due course, we have also developed a lot of digital products for the specifically for the manufacturing sector. So in this context of our experience for the past 4 years, we have developed few applications as well as AI features, which I would be explaining you further. So one thing that I would like to clarify here is like within the manufacturing sector, what we have seen is there is enormous amount of data. So the data would be in ERP, the data would be there in the books, sometimes in the Excel sheet, and all these things are disconnected. And it requires a lot of manual effort for someone to report, track, and uh, bring out some results out of it. And what we have also seen is the decisions that are being taken based on this data is not based merely on numbers, but rather than intuition. So, what we want to build here is an AI system which augments all these things, your ERP, your QMS, your IoT solutions, whatever that is there. This is a platform which sits above all these layers to augment it. So basically, AI is not for replacing anything, but it's for augmenting the available systems. Now, when we think of AI integration, we always recommend our clients to have a long term vision. Now, sometimes what happens is because of someone implemented A, B, or C, people would always be looking for smaller things. What we always recommend is an end to end AI integration for the manufacturing sector, starting from sales, PPC, shop floor, quality, maintenance, including your departments of HR and accounts. Only then we would be able to see the full fledged results. Now, moving on, this session is focused more on shop floor productivity improvement. So, one application which we have designed and built is Intel IE. We call this application as Intel IE. So, this is an industrial engineer application which is fed with all the AI features. So, typically in any shop floor, what we do is first to improve productivity, we need to understand what is the current productivity level, for which we do some activity called as time study and line balancing. Now, this application, I'll just run you through the video. What happens here is we just collect the video and we obviously there will be some model training. So if you can see here on the right part of the screen, there is a process which is running and the AI model itself understands what the operator is doing and it breaks up into elemental tasks. Say when I say elemental tasks, if a process is running for 60 seconds, step one, step two, it breaks up the steps and then gives the time, and then it also suggests whether this is an value added activity or non value added activity, and based on that we can take, it also provides possible improvement suggestions as well. Now all these things are done through the application, so there is no manual interference here. So it analyzes the hand position, the finger position. There are about 36 points with touches, which 36 touch points are captured and then the image is processed. So once we have this as a standard, so even if we have a feed from the CCTV, using that, instead of a supervisor, we can monitor the activities through the CCTV itself. And if anything goes wrong in terms of the process sequence is wrong or an activity was skipped, it gives an instant alert and it gets recorded within the system. So what we have seen here is when we have implemented this with few of our clients, we have seen that there is almost a 30% improvement in productivity, and we are using less number of manpower to do more time study and for better monitoring. So this is one use case. The next use case which I want to show you is this is an application which we built for paperless factory. So it has all the concepts right from strategic management, where we do the goal setting part by doing SWOT analysis, and then we set the 5 year 3 year goals, and then we cascade it down to the KRAs, KPIs, performance management, and we have all the audits, the concept of lean daily management system, 5S Kaizen. So this is an application which is for an organization which wants to go paperless using the data available from ERP. So in this, we have integrated some AI features. Say now, if you have to do a SWOT analysis, we just need to give some inputs about the organization and its nature of business, and we give the feed. It gives the SWOT analysis through AI. And what the benefit here is, we can look into those points, keep whatever is required for us, and discard the things. So this reduces our time. Similarly, when we do 5S and Kaizen also, sometimes in the shop floor, people ask that my people have stopped thinking. So I just take a picture, upload it, and it should give me some suggestions regarding what needs to be improved here. So that is the possibility of using AI in your continuous improvement as well. So apart from this, we have used AI for multiple other things in our shop floor and quality. So like as Mr. Matre was mentioning, so using the AI vision, we can do real-time defect detection. So our industry expertise spreads across all the sectors. I mean, within the manufacturing, we have worked for almost 35 different verticals, say within electronics manufacturing, electrical, food processing, multiple types of organizations which we have worked. And this is a possibility for all the organizations. And similarly, if we have a data bank, we can feed the data, and it does the statistical analysis, and it also predicts what can be the upcoming defect, and it can also do the root cause analysis. And coming to the sales and planning, so today you might be aware that sales forecasting is a very difficult thing to do manually. So we have built an AI based forecasting system by which the accuracy of forecast itself increased by 30%. And when it comes to the planning, there are two aspects. One is the daily planning and scheduling, for which a PPC team has a lot of inputs. They get it through their mail, they get it in their WhatsApp, and they do sit and do the planning. Real time shift data will be recorded, and they redo the schedules. Now we have built an AI agent which looks into the mail, scans the required data, and brings the data into the APS tool, in which it runs the production planning and scheduling on its own. And there are few cases where we have also pulled in data back from IoT to give the real time feedback, so that instead of a person sitting and doing a scheduling activity, it happens on its own. Next, we also have few cases, use cases on predictive maintenance, where we have installed sensors for monitoring the vibration, temperature, and the load, and based on which it recommends, or it predicts when the failure is going to happen. One live case which I can talk to you about is, we work with with a chemical manufacturer who had a lot of bearings, and with historical data which we had, we were able to accurately predict when their bearing was going to fail. So if the bearing fails, the reactor stops and the production stops. So that's the criticality of identifying or preventing the downtime. So these are the few use cases. Now, as industry leaders, what you can expect by implementing AI with your regular practices? We see a jump of at least 15 to 30% improvement in productivity, and your manual effort reduces substantially. So this is also applicable for small scale organizations. I'm not just speaking about very large customers. Some say it's not like someone at GE or a Molex, but even small scale organizations, we have seen people use these things and reduce their manual effort as well. And the speed of decision making increases because AI itself gives you answer, I mean, to the point answers based on the chatbot. Now, where do we begin from? I told you about the possible use cases. Now, if you are yet to begin your journey, or if you have just started, how do we begin? So first is identify some high impact use cases. You focus where your ROI is there. Take your pain point which you feel is the most challenging one, or where you can feel that AI can be done, and then you start small with pilot. You might be having 10 different plants. Don't start with 10 plants. Go for a particular plant, start in one section, and before you do that, ensure that your data is ready. Maybe you can get the data from your ERP or IoT or wherever it is, but you just haven't at least a segregated sorted data so that once the AI model is built, it can integrate with your ERP or any system to start working. And last, once the initial data comes in, please don't expect accuracy. It will only be 50-60% right. Only once the model is trained, then we see that the accuracy level increases. So in the application which I showed you previously, it has an accuracy level of 98%, and that came with close to about training the model for 1 month. So the factories that are there today have data, but it is the responsibility of everyone to make it more intelligent by using the concepts of AI. Thank you, everyone.